Hello, photographers and designers. How are you today? Are you busy? Are you hot? Are you distracted? Are you focused? What is going on with you today? And I am genuinely curious. I ask every single one of my clients before we start our coaching sessions or before we start our masterminds to just check in with themselves and see what are you bringing to today's conversation. And one of the reasons I do that is because it helps me to build relationship. It helps me to really connect with and understand who are the people, the human beings that I am actually working with in any given moment. And relationships and relationship marketing are one of the top things that are going to lead to your success as a creative freelancer. Welcome to Coaching for Creatives. My name is McKay. I am your host, and I am a business coach and the founder of Business of Creativity. And I wanted to talk to you today about relationship marketing. It's a word that so many of us hear kind of bandied around here and there. And for the most part, I've found that the creatives that I work with, the photographers and designers who are in my programs, they think first about things like networking or meeting with clients one-on-one. They think relationship building happens live in the real world. And yes, absolutely, that's the best way to build relationships, is fully connected and engaged with each other and present with one another. But we have a changed world now. We are not in as close contact with one another, and opportunities to network and connect and be in community and to be next to new people and to do that in real life are not as prevalent as they have been. Most of our networking and our connecting is now happening digitally. It's happening online. How can we look at relationship marketing when it comes to navigating the online world, when it comes to being in a digital community? Once again, you can look at networking opportunities in terms of meetup groups or Zoom rooms. I host something once a month called Real Talk, which is like a pop-up mastermind networking meeting that happens on Zoom. I'll put a link there for you. But not even just in terms of networking online to build relationships, but you can be doing relationship building even if you're not talking to a person in real time. You can do relationship building through DMs. You can do relationship building through some of your social media posts. You can do relationship building through email. There's all different ways of approaching relationship building that exist even beyond meeting with people in real life. How can we do that? And what do I actually mean about relationship building? A lot of my clients are in the B2B space. They are businesses working with other businesses, small business owners, medium business owners, entrepreneurs. They are working business to business. And sometimes when we are marketing and selling and trying to find new clients, we forget that clients are people too. They are human beings. And when I think about relationship marketing, that's what I think about most, is connecting with another human being. Let me just see a text check-in. Yeah, so Chris, thanks for joining me here live. Welcome. And yeah, absolutely. You can send even a text message to someone if it's a genuine text message, if it comes from the place of, hey, I care about you and I want to connect with you and I want to maintain or build or nurture a relationship with you. Relating to people doesn't have to be limited to the real world. It can be in a text message to someone. And in fact, a lot of people are worried about, how do I do sales in the DMs? How do I market and sell in the DMs? And I would say you don't sell in the DMs. You build relationship in the DMs. That's where you have conversations. You get curious. You try to learn about people and who they are and what they care about. And yes, if there's a possibility of you being able to serve them, then maybe you invite them to a marketing or a sales conversation. But that's not the place to be selling. That's the place to be building relationships with people so that when they are ready to invest, when they have a need for you and your service, that they have a relationship with someone that they know, that they like, and that they trust, and they will go to you. And a lot of times, like if you are a photographer, you might find that you can build a relationship with a person and they would just think of you as photographer, and when they have a need for photography, they'll want to hire you, and you might not even be the right kind of photographer for them. They might be looking for super conceptual, far out portraits, and you might be a really great brand and corporate photographer. They might be a total mix. But what happens when you have a relationship with people is that they trust you and they look to you either to be the solution, or they look to you to help them find that solution. And Chris, you're absolutely right. Connecting with people when you don't have anything to sell, when you're not there to market or push or promote something, when you just genuinely want to reach out and see how are things going, that can be relationship building. If you're looking specifically at something like the DMs, if you see someone struggling in a Facebook group with something that you can help with, send them a DM and say, hey, noticed you were struggling with this. Here's what I do. Here are some thoughts that I have. This is not a sales pitch. This is just being a good human being and trying to maybe support someone or help someone who might be in need. Relationship building can be as small as sending someone, hey, saw this meme and thought of you. You can do that. You can send little messages that reference things like, hey, was looking at this thing and thought about your business and was curious where things are at for you. You can check in with people all over the place. You can share things that are meaningful to you that they might find exciting as well. A lot of what used to happen on social media, where we were just sharing things like, here's what I had for lunch and here's where I'm going for my vacation, that stuff is still valid and valuable because it shares who you are with other people so that they can connect with you as a person. Relationship building can happen through your copywriting on your website. Does your About Me page be just a sales tool, or do you actually share something about who you are, your values, what you care about, what the process of working with you might be like, so that people can get to know more about who you are, not just what you do? A lot of times my clients, who are mostly photographers and designers, kind of feel like, well, my work should speak for itself. Why don't people just hire me based on my portfolio or based on my images? And your work is often just table stakes, like in the sense of that's just your ticket in the door to say, yes, I am a photographer, or yes, I am a designer. But what gets you hired is that people trust you. What gets you hired is that people know who you are and they have a sense of what it might be like to work with you. Think about it. You probably like working with people who you like, who make you feel good to be around them. What can you change in your overall communication strategy to start showing up authentically, to start sharing more about who you are, your values, what you care about, some things that might be easier for people to connect with and to find out who you really are so that they can begin building a relationship with you? I see a comment here from Suzanne Gunn. Just wanted to say hi. I love that relationship piece in the DMs. I usually wait till they reach out and then I respond in a purely relationship base. I never thought of DMing them because you feared that it sounds like a hard sales. Exactly. And that's why so many people wait before they DM, is because they don't want to be salesy. Well, then just don't be salesy. Reach out and ask a genuine question. If somebody is posting something on social media, that is a brilliant way for you to say, hey, I relate to that too. I went out to a lake house this summer, or, oh my gosh, I've always wanted to go out boating on the lake. How was that? What was your favorite part about it? You can reach out to people to make connections and to build genuine relationships about things that you have in common, that you're excited about. That's one of the brilliant things about social media, is that people are sharing those things all the time. Don't just go straight for let's have a sales or marketing conversation. Do the work to nurture and build relationships, and choose people that you like, because you want to do business with people that you like, and so will they, and it'll make it so much easier. Suzanne also shares, I love that statement. I'm not here to sell you something. I just has some thoughts that you might find helpful. Yeah, finding your own style of being able to stay true to who you are and be authentic with your own voice in those DMs. This is definitely a place where you don't want to overthink it. You don't necessarily want to focus on your key message or your brand voice or any of those other things that we do in our more public kind of marketing. This is a conversation with an individual. It's an opportunity to relate to each other. And one of the greatest places for you to start is with your past clients or people that you have known for a while, with followers that maybe have been following you on social media for a long time that you haven't reached out to connect with. One of the things that I offer you to do as an action item, because I do love getting people into action. I find that getting into action is one of the best ways to learn something is by implementing it. So to get into action around this, I encourage you to go back through a list of your followers and see who are the oldest followers, the ones that followed you like 5 years ago or 3 years ago. When was the last time you interacted with them personally? When was the last time you sent them a note and said, hey, notice you've been a follower for the last 5 years. Just wanted to say thank you and reach out and see what you've been up to and who are you? And I'd love to get to know more about you. Or the next time somebody comments on something, you can say, hey, thanks for commenting on that. What was it about it that inspired you? And just get into a conversation so that it's not so much focused on how am I going to turn these into a client. Here's a statistic for you that you may not like. Only 5% of those people who already know who we are might even be in the realm of ready to buy at any one time. If you have 100 people who are following you, there's probably only 5 of them that might possibly even need photography or design or other creative services. If you have all of those other 95 people, you don't want to ignore them or just say, hey, you don't have a credit card out. You're not for me. I don't even care about you. You want to do your best to continue to relate to everyone that you can, to build relationships with people as much as you can so that when and if they are ready to buy, they already know and trust you. And you are going to be the photographer of choice or the designer of choice. Love it that there was people joining me here live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It makes such a difference to be able to relate to each of you. Chris, thank you so much. Suzanne, thank you so much. And if you are watching this on the replay, post your thoughts and comments. That's another great way for relationship building. If somebody has offered you something of value or done something that is interesting to you, or you just want to support them or give them some encouragement, engaging by posting comments on their posts is a really great way to build up a relationship of support and encouragement and, hey, you've got this. A lot of times that's how you can build those relationships, is just by commenting, encouraging, and supporting through social media. So many great things. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a fantastic week, and we will see you here next time on Coaching for Creatives.